Okay, match 3 on the play. And our mana is fine. We got some creatures here. Now we just have to draw auras to go with them. Alright, lightning bolt to face. There's the armadillo cloak. Alright, now we can't lose, right? So let's go with Glade Cover Scout. I'm doing this instead of Core Skyfisher this turn because I want to be able to cast Armadillo Cloak as quickly as possible. Which means next turn, preferably. However, if I think that I don't need to, I might just play Core Skyfisher, pick up Crumbling Vestige again so I can get multiple uses out of this Crumbling Vestige. Alright, Keldon Marauders, going to plan on chump blocking that next turn with a plant token. Alright, yeah, so Armadillo Cloak won't even work right now because it only gives +2/+2, which means they would trade with the Keldon. So do I want to play Skyfisher or Sylvan Ranger? I think I'm going to go with Skyfisher. Alright, got that back. Pass the turn. Alright, Lightning Bolt, Needle Drop. We're at 12 and they have 4 cards in hand. Rift Bolt gets exiled, okay? They don't even bother attacking and making a sacrifice as plant token. They'd rather stay back and block, which makes sense. Alright, so what to do here? I can play Sylvan Ranger, go get a Plains, play Crumbling Vestige, put a Rancor on something. I can Armadillo Cloak and trade off. I can Armadillo Cloak the Core Skyfisher, meaning they'd have to spend at least 2 removal spells to get rid of it, but that would prevent my life gain from being more than 4. Turns out Keldon Marauders is doing a pretty good job of stopping me from attacking. I know it's not as much life gain as I would hope for, and I'd rather put this on a Boggle, but I think I need to go ahead and Armadillo Cloak right now. This gains me 4 life at a minimum, because I'm going to get in for damage this turn. And then they'll have to spend 2 more bolts getting rid of it, or kill me before it attacks again. And I don't think they can do either of those things. Alright, Keldon goes away. Riftbolt comes down, and then we'll see whether they spend 2 cards to get rid of this Core Skyfisher or if it just all hits the face. Alright, Riftbolt hits the face, Marauders pings for 1. I'll be at 12 with them having 4 cards in hand. So if they all have 3 damage equivalent, they can kill us. Except they don't have enough mana for that, so they need at least one of them to be a Fire Blast. Alright, one of them's a land. So I don't think they have it now. They need 2... No, they need 3 different 4 damage things, which I don't think they could possibly have. Alright, Lava Spike to 9. I'm kind of afraid here. I don't think they can do anything to us, though. Alright, now they're going to get rid of the Skyfisher. Spear on Skyfisher, now presumably Bolt. Okay, Fire Blast on Skyfisher. Okay. Now we're at 9, and they're at 0 cards in hand, so we have to see if we can outrace them. Alright, we're going to Rancor up a creature. We're going to play our Skyfisher and pick up what exactly? I guess Crumbling Vestige, in case we draw Deadweight or Aqueous Form. I could also go get this Colony Garden back in case I want a chump blocker versus another Keldon Marauder, but I still got the plant token for that. Probably should have left this plant token back in case they have some sort of haste creature in their deck. But I just wanted to use the attack all button, so I did. Alright, they drew a land. I do not think they're going to be able to outrace us. We have them dead in 2 attacks. Alright. Lead off with Abundant Growth, see what we draw. Just a forest, okay. I can keep this in hand in case they're playing main deck Electrickery for some reason. Even then, they're pretty dead since Rancor will come back and I get to attack for 4. Alrighty, that was enough to win game 1. So now I want all of these cards. So I want life gain, I want things that force them to target them. There's an argument against Standard Bear in that while it does draw a bolt, it also makes you more vulnerable to Electrickery, but we just have to keep that in mind whenever we're deploying our creatures, that this doesn't help protect against Electrickery, it only protects things that are already bigger, so or protects me from bolts once I have other creatures that are already bigger. So I don't really care about removal. They can have their Kelton Marauders, I can chump block them, or they can just get in for 5. I'm going to have to put up with that. Fists of Ironwood, don't really care about that, it just makes me weaker to Electrickery. And Aqueous Form, I don't expect them to have many blockers most of the time, so I'll get rid of that as well. Alright, we have the Armadillo Cloak. And technically we even have a white source because of the Karamancer's Favor, so sand is good. Now the question is, will they have Electrickery or will we get to go nuts with our creatures? The most aggressive play we could do is next turn we can Karamancer's Favor our Boggle and then play our Scout as well. However, that's really bad versus Electrickery, so what I am going to do instead is Glade Cover Scout plus Ethereal Armor. That way next turn I'll still have enough mana to Armadillo Cloak, and they won't even have an opportunity to double Electrickery this Slippery Boggle. And that should be game over. Unless they sideboard something that I've never seen before. Not very many mono red disenchants. And by not very many, I mean 0. At least at common. Alright, let's start the life gain, shall we? Alright, and we win the match. See, it's that simple. Alright, so we made that one look easy after 2 losses, but it turns out Armadillo Cloak is very good against burn. Alright, on to match 4.